everyone, it's Ellen, and today I am doing another Hobbii unboxing. In fact, I have two Hobbii bags to open. And I think I must have placed a really big order because I only placed one order. So, but I think it was for a lot of yarn. So, not for a lot of projects, just for two projects, but it's a lot of yarn. So I figured I would make a video of me opening it because this is always fun to share. All right, here we go. I'm going to rip open this bag. And this is yarn I've never purchased before. This is, well, this one's coming apart here. But here's one that still has the tag on it. This is Tivoli. It is 100% acrylic. And this is it's kind of a DK weight yarn. And feeling that, yeah, it feels like a traditional DK weight. And they're recommending a 4 to 5 millimeter crochet hook or 4 millimeter knitting needles. In each little ball here is 50 grams. And yeah, it's about 175 meters. You can see all the other instructions there on the label. And this is a charcoal gray color. Color number 8. And so I got a bunch of these in the Tivoli. And I also got, okay, this is also Tivoli. I got this color. So these two together. Also from the Tivoli. More Tivoli must be in the other bag. Okay, so can you guess what I'm making just from this? And I've also got more Tivoli in their bag. I'll put this aside, and we'll see if you can guess when I pull out the other color. Maybe you can guess. So another Tivoli that's missing its little. Not that I care. I'll definitely make sure to keep all these together, so that I don't that I don't forget what this is. I'll make sure I bag all these things together. Let me put these aside, and let's look at the other yarn. We'll go back to the Tivoli and why, because I don't normally purchase acrylic yarn. I do occasionally for a certain project, if that project is something that requires acrylic. I will say, just first impressions of the Tivoli, it seems rather soft and nice. Much, much softer and nicer than the Red Heart. Super saver. Okay, so also in this bag is rainbow yarn. Rainbow. So they were having a rainbow sale, and I love rainbow. It's 8/4, which is kind of like a fingering weight or sport weight. So it's rather thin, but I think it works up lovely, and I enjoy working with it. It's very soft, and then finally in this one bag is the little heart-shaped candy from Hobbii that my daughter loves. She says they taste like cherry Ludens, and I think 2 days it's Valentine's Day, so I have a Valentine's Day present for somebody. All right, so that's one bag. And the other bag should have, and I'll tell you what I'm making with this once let's look at the rest of the stuff open. All right, so with rainbow, I've got more rainbow. This was a color that I wasn't planning on making anything with. I just really wanted to see the color because it looked really beautiful. I think they called it indigo, color 95. And it's just, I just think this color is gorgeous. And I just wanted it in my collection. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I got a lot of I think I'm the black, yeah. So what I want to make myself is like a peasant blouse with black. And then also the trim is going to be in a combination of some of these other colors. And I've already got sort of a pattern in mind to use. I found a YouTube video that made something that I'm thinking of modeling my top after. I'll put it in the description below if you're curious in seeing what I plan on making. It's in a different language. Off the top of my head, I can't recall whether it was Spanish or perhaps Portuguese. I have to go back. It's been like a year since I've looked at it, but it's I think I'll be able to follow the video by just watching what she's doing. she does do some explanation about the sleeves and does some math, and I'm totally not able to follow the language, but maybe I'll be able to just figure it out. That's my plan. But so I just got all this rainbow yarn to make myself a peasant blouse. And I'll just pull out all the rainbow. I don't think this is going in the peasant blouse. I think I just really like this color. I love blue. So yeah, lots and lots of black. With it's going to be black with red and white and beige trim. I think these are the colors I'm doing. I'll have to look and see what I was planning. But I think these are the colors I'm planning on using, and then the rest of these rainbow colors are just for my collection. I just like to have these. I mean, Hobbii was having a sale. These were like $1 something each, like $1.50, $1.25. So they're pretty inexpensive, and I just picked up some to add because sometimes I just feel like making a washcloth or a dish towel or some coasters or something to use around the house, and I love this yarn for that. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to put all this rainbow back in one of these Hobbii bags. We have that tan, we've got white, we've got red. In case you're curious which red this is, and this is mercerized cotton. Is the black mercerized? Yes, okay, right. So the shirt that I'm making myself, I did get the mercerized cotton. I've never used mercerized cotton before, but I understand it's a lot stronger and will last longer. So the red color here, the mercerized cotton, is the color 59. And this is the Hobbii mercerized rainbow. It's looking a little bit orange on the screen, but it's looking pretty red to me. It's looking a little bit deeper red in real life. And then this is just regular cotton. And this, of course, is the mercerized. And the mercerized skeins, they look a little bit smaller. They're the same weight, but, you know, this mercerized color was color number 1. It's white. This is regular rainbow, regular rainbow, regular rainbow, and the brown, color 7. In case you're curious, this color is kind of it's pretty golden yellow, and that is a color number 55. And then the rest of this is the mercerized black. I'm going to put all this aside to sort through later. My cotton. I want to talk about the Tivoli. I got Tivoli. So for one project, I'm going to use these 2 colors. And then for the other project, I'm going to use these 2 colors. Do you know what I'm making? I'm making Harry Potter scarves. A really good friend of mine asked me to make some scarves for her, one Gryffindor and one Hufflepuff, I think it is. I'll have to go back and look. I think it's either Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Whatever the colors, these 2 colors are, it's going to be a scarf, and then the Gryffindor colors here. And I'll go and look at those colors again just to make sure that these look good, because on the screen they looked good when I ordered them. And I know, you know, it's not like you have to have it perfect, because it was a book, and we can use our imaginations of like what hue those colors were, like what, you know, whether exactly, we can't, you know, the movie did a great job, I think, of showing what Harry Potter world looks like, at least in my mind as I was reading the books. So I do want to go as close to the movie as possible, but I think these will be good. And if not, then Hobbii, I think, is pretty good at returning things. But I got a good deal on the Tivoli. It was on sale. I think my friend is getting 2 scarves with plenty of yarn to make them. And it's less than $30 with the yarn for all of this yarn here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 skeins of yarn for less than $30. So I got a good deal on this yarn. So I'm going to be making that for her. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working with the Tivoli. I think this charcoal is really pretty. And I think it's going to be really fun to work with. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a knitted scarf or a crocheted scarf yet. but I have a very long road trip coming up ahead of me, so I know what I'm doing on that trip. I think this will be fairly mindless crocheting or knitting. Probably crochet because I like crochet more, but I got enough to knit. I mean, crochet, from what I understand, uses up about twice as much yarn as knitting anyway. So I got enough to make the knitted scarf. I found a pattern on Ravelry, but it's a two-sided, it's like a tube. You're knitting a tube, so you're knitting both sides so that it lays nice and flat. And with crochet, you don't need to crochet a tube. You can just crochet one panel and it will lay flat. So in that case, I think I'm going to use about the same amount of yarn. However, the knitted scarf, I think, would be warmer, but I'm not so sure if this person's using these scarves for warmth as much as just for fun. So I'm going to decide whether I'm going to knit and crochet them, and if I have time to make a video when I'm done, then I'll show you what that looks like. But I will, if I crochet it, I'm just not going to use a pattern. You can find crochet patterns, but you know, it's just basically, I'll probably do a half double crochet stitch, and I'll just change colors sporadically, you know, striping with the colors, and then I'll add the fringe and it'll be done. If it's knitting, then I will use a pattern. I found, if you go to Ravelry and you search knitting Harry Potter knitted scarf, then you'll see some really great patterns, and the one that's like a tube, that's the one I'm going to be doing. So yeah, that's the Tivoli. That's pretty much all I got. It's not as exciting as getting yarn cakes, but I think it's still pretty exciting. It's still pretty fun, and I think if y'all are into Harry Potter, then you'll appreciate that I'm making a Harry Potter scarf. I read all the books myself and love them. Back when my son was Harry Potter's age at the time that book came out. So it was like my son grew up with Harry Potter. They were the same age. They grew up. So now Harry Potter would be, what, 30? That's how old my son is. So, so yeah, looking forward to that. So that is my Hobbii haul. I think I did pretty good. I was able to catch one of their sales. I am not sponsored by Hobbii. I'm not affiliated with Hobbii. Hobbii has absolutely no idea who I am. But I just really am a fan, so I'm just sharing my fandom with you. I think that when you can get a good deal with Hobbii, that it's just, you know, their prices are just fabulous. I could go buy sugar and cream cotton at my local store for more money than what some of these rainbow ones are. And I find that the cotton I get from Hobbii is just such better quality. But anyway, that's my opinion. You might have your favorite yarn. You might love sugar and cream, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's different, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, that was a real quick little unboxing. If you have any questions about this stuff, you can leave them in the comments below. I hope you all have a beautiful day and that you enjoy your crochet or knitting or any other crafty fun thing that you're doing today. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.